Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and today I'm going to show you a real easy, this is for my beginner bread bakers. I love you guys. I love teaching you how to make bread. We're going to do a real easy recipe today. This is for English muffin bread. And I love English muffins. I'm telling you friends, those are wonderful. And this bread is just easy. Easy peasy English muffin bread. You're going to love it. Let's get busy with it. We're going to do, and of course, as always, I'll put the recipe in the description box. You're just going to think this is stinking easy. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of yeast. Okay? Now, you don't have to use a stand mixer if you don't want, because this isn't going to be like your regular bread dough. This is going to be a little more sticky and tacky. To that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar, because that feeds the yeast wonderfully. And you don't need anything fancy with this. You don't need cornmeal with this. Nothing like that. No baking soda. We're just going to make this easy bread. We've got 5½ cups of water. We're going to add to this bread, or to this yeast and sugar. Okay. I showed you in the last bread video what it looks like when it blooms. It's awesome. So we're going to let that bloom because I want to make sure my yeast is alive. My yeast has bloomed. I'm going to add 11 cups of this flour. That's 11. Okay. We're gonna go into my pantry where my stand mixer is. I'm taking the flour with me because, as always, if it's a little too tacky, you can add a little flour. If it's too dry, you can add water. I'll meet you in there. Okay, friends. Also, I forgot the salt. Gosh, don't forget your salt because your bread will literally be tasteless. And don't throw it out if you forget salt and you realize after you're all done that you forget. You know what you can do? Make cinnamon rolls out of it. There'll be enough flavor in that cinnamon rolls you won't be able to tell. There's always a way to fix dough. All right, so we're going to put that on there. We're going to mix this up. We want a sticky, tacky dough. Oh, well, it'd help if I plugged it in. Okay. Like I said earlier, if it is too dry, you can add a little water. And if it's too watery, add a little flour. But you do want a sticky dough. And this looks good. I'll show you. That looks good right there. Okay, friends. I'll turn this off because it is a little louder than I thought it would be. This dough, you don't have to knead it, okay? It doesn't have to stay in the machine. for any amount of time to knead it. All you got to do is mix it together, make sure there's no flour streaks in it, and we're going to put it right in our pans. But I do think this needs just a little more flour because I think it's too tacky. Okay? So I'm going to give it just maybe like a couple tablespoons. And then that should probably be good. That's going to be all it needs. So I'll meet you in the kitchen, friends, and we'll get this bread put into the bread pans to rise. Okay, I got my pans all ready. And I just lined mine. You don't have to. I just lined mine with, parchment paper. But you don't have to. Okay. I'm going to put a little oil on my hands. Because it'll help with this. Because this is a sticky, tacky dough. And yes, that's what you want. Even a little water on your hands will help. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to divide this dough into 4 equal pieces. Okay. That's going in there. And it's tacky. This is a mess, but it's delicious, so it's worth it. It's worth the little bit of mess. And now, I'm going to get this last one out of here. Okay, now I got a little bit more here that I can work out. Let me wash my hands so we can shape this dough. Now we're going to my hands are wet. We're just going to kind of press this around. Need a little bit of oil. Oil or water, either way. We're going to shake these down. Beautiful. Okay, so these are just going to sit here. Let me fix this one. This one needs a little more help. Okay. All right, I'm going to cover these up right where they are. And these are I'm going to leave them covered and let them rise until they reach the tops of the pans. And then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, friends, I made 4 more for my market stand too. These are for an order. These are going to be for the market stand. Okay, these are going to see how they've risen up to the top of the pan. Those are going in. Okay. Those are going to bake for about 45 minutes or until they're nice and golden brown, which is between 40 and 45 minutes. Every oven is different. Mine is gas. It is different from electric. So bake them until they are golden brown. And the internal temperature, if you have a thermometer, should be 190 to 210 degrees for bread. I'll see you, friends, when these all are done. Okay, friends, we're going to try this gorgeous bread. Look at this. It turned out beautiful. Okay. You don't need the paper under it. Isn't that beautiful? Even underneath it. It's gorgeous. Okay. I like the schutzel, so we'll set that aside. And my neighbor, I took him a loaf of it, and he said, oh, it smells like an English muffin. That's because it's English muffin bread. And this is still very, very warm on the inside, so it'll be wonderful. Your butter will melt on there. You give that a try, mister, and tell us what you think. Tastes like English muffins?
Good.
Oh, it sure is. Very good. That'll probably toast real well, too. I think it's good. Beautiful. Yep.
When there's no talking, you know it's good.
That's what I always say. When people are too busy shoveling it in, you know it's good. Love it. Take a look at that crumb, friends. That stuff is wonderful. Absolutely, it tastes wonderful too. Well, there you have it, friends. This is an easy recipe. It's almost foolproof. But a wonderful English muffin bread. You don't even need cornmeal. And I'll tell you what, you see in the crumb, it looks like the inside of an English muffin, only the smaller bubbles. But anyway, I hope you give this recipe a try. I'm going to go ahead and put it in a description box. I'm telling you, it's foolproof. You're going to love it. It's wonderful toasted. I made 8 loaves, and you see here 6. My grandkids ate one, and my husband, and I gave one to my neighbor already. So 4 of them are spoken for, so there's 2 going into my market stand. What a wonderful day. You all have a wonderful day, friends. Thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, friends, thanks for watching.